Hi there, my name's Simon and welcome to this taster session for Behaviour 360 users on how to use your Family First program. At Beacon School Support, we believe that you only really see real traction with behaviour, certainly with children with additional needs, when teaching staff, lunchtime supervisors and ancillary staff like sports coaches, and parents and families are on the same page when it comes to managing their child's behaviour, using the right kind of strategies. And that's why included as part of your Behaviour 360 program is the Family First support program for parents. In Family First, we discuss all sorts of aspects of managing children's behaviour at home, from things like having consistent boundaries to dealing with issues like screen time and bedtime. So I've already logged into the Behaviour 360 console, and you can see here I'm in the whole school resources section. You will find this right at the very bottom of the console. So you log in and scroll right down to the bottom, and you can see immediately that you have two choices. You've got a control panel and you've got a Family First Behaviour for Secrets logo that you can click on. The most important thing I'm going to say in this short video is you do not share your school's login details and passwords with your parents. I'm going to show you a way of setting your parents up safely, giving them their own login details, and I'll show you what it looks like from their perspective. So when we're setting up parents, we go into the control panel over here. If you want to see what it's like to be a parent and to have a look at the parent's experience, you can click on this here, this icon on the bottom left, and you will go in, and this is exactly what the parents will see, except from a little warning there that you are looking at the program as a school user. So this is like a preview for you. If you want, you can have a look at all of the videos. The only difference with this is that you won't get the follow-up emails. So let me go in, and I'll come to that in a moment. But first of all, let's have a look at the control panel. This is where you set up your parents. You can see here that in this program that no parents have been set up. You will find a quick start guide, which will explain how to use the control panel in more detail, how to restart programs, remove families, and answers to frequently asked questions. You will also find at the bottom a copy of the Gdpr Consent. Now let me explain a little bit about the parents' experience of Family First. They are going to get access to a set of 12 videos, each with a specific topic around emotions or behaviour, giving them one thing to go out and try over a week's period. So they'll watch video 1, and then go and practice that strategy or technique for a week, and then they'll watch video 2 and practice that strategy or technique for a week, and so on. To support with this process, we also send out a series of emails to parents. So on day 1, they'll receive a video saying, go and look at this video today. Here's the sort of things that we're going to cover, like a friendly reminder to go and look at video 1. Then later in the week, they'll receive additional emails saying, how is it going? Perhaps here's a way of adapting the strategy for a different place. It might be you might use it differently at home or at school or in the shops. They might sometimes the emails include information like, if you tried it and it didn't work for you, here's something else you can try. Here's a way of adapting the strategy or building on the strategy. So there's a drip of reassurance and reminders and extra tips and tricks, and they're a really important part of the program. To do that, you need to collect Gdpr consent because you're sending your family's emails. So we've included here a Gdpr consent for you to print off, and it just gives parents some basic information about what we do and what we don't do. So essentially what we do is send you extra tips, tricks and strategies and encouragement and reminders. What we don't do is contact your parents with, say, sales emails. Okay, they won't get any marketing messages at all. We've tried to present that as simply as we can on that form. So you print it out, get them to sign it and date it. Don't send it to us. Keep a copy of that for your records. Right, so let's see how to add a parent. We've made it as simple as possible. Name, I'm just going to put in a random name. Let's go with Robert Smith. That's the name of the parent, not the child. Then I'm going to type in their email address. So this is going to be blurred out for you, but I'm just entering one of our company email addresses here. and then a home address including a postcode. So I'm just going to put in a address and postcode here. Obviously you can't see that, that's blurred out. It's asking us to tick this box to confirm that we've already got GDPR consent, and that's really important because when I press the Add Parent button, they're going to start getting emails. So it's really important that you've got GDPR consent from your parents for this email address before you hit that Add Parent button. And you are responsible for the email that are sent to users in your control panel. Your school's responsible. So make sure that email address is correct before you click Add Parent. And then there'll be a pause for a moment just while our system gets everything ready. Right, and then we've got a message there saying user added. The user is about to get an email containing all their login information telling them how to get into the program. We send a blind copy of that email to you as well. Parents won't be able to see that you've received that email, but you can keep that for your records if they have difficulty logging on or difficulties with ICT or something like that, or they need just additional support with technology in general. And we also give you a copy of their password. Now, parents are free to change their password at any time, but we give you a copy in case they have difficulties logging in for the first time. And when I return to the main menu and scroll down here, you can see we've got Robert Smith. He was added on the 8th of October 2020. We've got some buttons here. We can edit his details. We can delete him completely. And if you click delete, he will be completely removed from the program. He will lose access. His access details will stop working. It will just bring an end to his program. He will lose all access to the resources. Another useful button here is the restart email sequence button. So sometimes we work with families where they've gotten so far into the program, 2 or 3 weeks, and then maybe as an event happened with the family and the program's kind of fizzled out because of external events. They've not been focused on the program for a while. If you use the restart email sequence button, what it will do is it will take them right back to the start of the program, send them an email saying, right, let's go back to video 1 and watch that now. And they'll get another copy of all the tips and tricks and strategies and adaptations and encouragement. So if you need to restart a program, rather than deleting someone and recreating them, you can just press the restart email sequence button. You can have up to 10 parents on your program at any one time. That doesn't mean you're limited to 10 forever, just 10 simultaneous users. So when a parent's finished the program, so they've reached the end of the 12 weeks, or for some reason the program's broken down, you can use the delete parent button to remove them from the program because they don't need it anymore. And that will open a space for another parent. And you can see here it says I'm using 1 out of 10 available programs. So what I'd like to do now is I'm going to come out of this user. So at the moment I look like you, I look like a Behaviour 360 school. I'm going to log back in as a parent so you can see what the parent's experience looks like. Okay, welcome to Robert Smith's experience of the Family First program. He's going to log into the website just like you do, but he's got his own separate credentials that have been emailed to them, and you've been given a copy of them already if he needs that support. So you can see he has nothing available in his dashboard except the Family First program. Other things are there, but you can see they're all locked, so he doesn't have access to the programs that you have access to. We've just sort of confined him to Family First. He clicks on the Family First icon, and he sees what you saw, except without the red warning message at the top, and he's got unlimited access to those 12 videos. Click on one. What we've got is here, we've got a video about the power of when and then, and we're going to have a quick video here where there's me talking, explaining a technique, and then at the end of that, there is a short quiz. These quizzes are designed to be short and simple. They're not designed to sort of stretch the adults. The point of the quiz is to help focus them during the video, because if you know you're going to be asked questions about some content, it helps you pay more attention. And when they get to the end, if they answer enough questions correctly, 2 out of 3 questions correctly, they'll get a well done screen and then back to the main menu. In the next 24 hours, they're going to receive that first email encouraging them to log into the system and watch that video carefully and then start using that strategy at home with their kids. At the end of week 1, they'll get another email prompting them to come back to the system and look at video 2, which will develop what we talk about in video 1 or adapt it or look at a new technique. And the emails during week 2 will give them more advice and encouragement to stick with the program right through to week 12, which is when the program ends. So that's a really quick introduction to Family First. Remember, you can see this from your control panel. You can come and look at the parent's experience. You can have 10 people on your program simultaneously, 10 email addresses. When someone's finished with the program, just press the delete button to remove them from the system, and then you can add someone new. Make sure you've collected GDPR for each of the parents. Keep a record of that. Keep those GDPR consents in a folder somewhere in your school in case you're questioned about it. And that is it. Don't share your... No, the most important thing, remember, don't share your school's login information for Behaviour 360 with your parents. They have a separate login. My name's Simon, and that's another walkthrough of one of the facilities of your Behaviour 360 program. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much.